Shazam! How's everyone doing? Twitter and Twitch. Why can't I see if you're connected? Oh, there we go. Twitch is Twitter. I don't know. Hey, good evening, Greg. Okay, good. I'm on everything. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome, everybody. Made a lot of good progress last night. And I feel a little cooler tonight. I got the AC running, so that's always good. Let's see. I'm going to switch this up a little. Oh, bag 17. And we're going to get to use the mouth guard piece, the windscreen. So bag 17. Let's switch that out. Okay. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's starting to look like something. Took a while. At the rate I'm going, I'm going to have to make a few more thumbnails. I'm going to made up to 10. I was too busy earlier to do a stream earlier. But I finally got my ACs installed, so even here under the lights, I'm feeling a little better. Listening to Punisher Warzone, one of the Marvel movies done pre-MCU. I wasn't sure if I'd seen it. I saw the first Punisher movie, but I can't remember if I'd seen this one. I'm probably also going to have to watch it just because it definitely seems like something I should be watching. I don't know why I thought it could make for good radio drama, but whoops. There we go. How are we doing here? 2, 3. I can't tell. 1, 2. That one must be 3. I got to fix camera 3. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, big set, and I'm a slow builder. So, how you doing, David? Been a while. I only get to see you when you're on Wednesday nights. You know where you're at. On VW's stream. And I miss you when you're not there. I think he does too. Actually, I know he does. It's definitely a different stream when you're not there. I'm probably different from a lot of the builders. I can't sit for. It doesn't matter what the chair is. I mean, I could sit, use the lumbar support and everything. I can't sit for an hour, like 2 hours max. Yeah, I know. So that's September or is that October? Because I'm really thinking that's going to be worth a trip. And you could post, actually, let me make sure before I open my mouth. I'm going to put a wrench on you so that you can post the link. Wrench on this. Yeah, you already have a wrench. So you can post a direct link to any information for this show. I know a lot of people would appreciate that. And the link is permanent part of the chat, so they will. Oh, I finished that already. I thought I was going to get to listen to that movie. Well, let's just put there. I'm not even going to look. I'm just first thing I clicked on. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Oh, I hope it's good listening. Convention will be September 21st, 24th. Nice. And 23rd, 24th, the public days. Which are the days I would go if I get a chance to head out that way. I'm not paying for any kind of prior access. There'll be a lot of stuff on display though, right? You get a fair bit of display pieces at that show. I hate brown and this manual. It does not show up well. This is where maybe using the online instructions are good because I could screw with the color and the saturation, but it can cause other problems. And two more. 1, 2 of these. Yeah. Well, technically, you're not paying for advance or privilege viewing. You're paying for the activities of the convention. Sure, but I have no reason to see anything on the private days. Doesn't hold any value for me. And given I'm buying less and less older sets, I don't go to the shows with the intention of buying or finding necessarily a lot of good deals. I go to see what I can see and to talk to people, like-minded people. So it's very much a social thing for me. I do like the shows. I think the best shows are like your early ones, like first time you do a show, because nothing beats the first time, right? There we go. There's a link, everybody. And I know it's a little hard to look at, but this way everyone can see it, whether they're on YouTube or not. Easiest thing to do is you take your cell phone, snap a screenshot of this, and these days the modern cell phones will read the text right out of the picture. I do that all the time now. I'm getting so lazy, like not wanting to type anything. All right, so we're back to the seats. These are up behind the seats. How far back? A little tough to tell. Well, these are going to be right on the green. Right on the green. Okay. $40,000 square feet of exhibition floor. Nice. I'm still planning on bricks in the 6, but I'm not committing to. I decided not to commit to tickets at a time because, I'm just going to walk in, pay at the door, deal with whatever the crowds are. Again, not looking necessarily to shop. I'll be more focused on what I can see. But I'll make sure I bring a couple hundred just in case. Because I've never escaped without buying anything, no matter what my intentions are. So is your shit. Oh, and you'll be there as an exhibitor. Oh, that'll be awesome. That just gives me more incentive to make sure I don't wussy out of it. I mean, that first one was just so awesome. And I know it was probably expensive and a pain in the ass to have it where it was here in Toronto. And I do sorely miss that, this year's isn't, but that's okay. There are lots of concerns. I get it. Come on. I came in for one piece that I'm not seeing. Right? Yeah. You think with a desk so big I'd have more room, but I still have so much crap on it. We're just going to push everything around until something shakes out. See lots of 1x3. I mean, is it possible? Sure. I really don't want to go fishing through my spare parts. You know what? They're probably not 1x4s. Where are they used? They're not the 1x3s. That's why. That's why. Moon base and all slick. First time I seen David's big classic space monstrosity. I shouldn't call it monstrosity because that makes it sound bad. That thing was wicked. Was that, I want to say BrickFet? Must have been BrickFet because I wasn't traveling to a lot of shows. And that thing was just so awesome. Like from every angle, there was something to look at. Yeah, that's it. It was too expensive, hard to get in and out of. And yeah, I know. That's. I mean, I get the logistics problems, and that's important. I know there was one show that King of the Figs had done, and he was complaining like they couldn't load in until half hour before opening because it's where he was for a particular show that with the city permits allowed, and it's like I can't imagine trying to get everything set up half hour before the doors open. I know they ended up pushing back the door opening time, but that's not terribly helpful to people who travel from out of the ways. Yeah, I still need one more L plate in that color gray. There it is. 12 feet by 7.5 feet. Oh, that's nice. That's a fair bit of space. Since I didn't catch the last two episodes of Wednesday nights, not really. Um, did you manage to pick up May 5th stuff? Or is that not your bag? Because it's not for everyone, that's for sure. And even though I did make some deals for my personal collection, I probably bought less for my personal collection this year's May 5th promotional period than I ever have. Just more interested in things other than Star Wars now. You got the TIE Bomber. Oh, that's okay. That was one of the few sets I was excited about this year was the TIE Bomber. Like, yes, first time in what, 20 years or something. So I was very happy to see them finally redo that one. How the hell is that going to work? I am stumped. One of these is over too far. That's what it is. This one. Yep. I'm sitting there like, why is this not working? There we go. And it's one thing I like about Lego. Sometimes a little bit of problem solving you gotta do. You got it Thursday night. Oh, dude, the previous version that was sad, and the color scheme back in Don't get me wrong, I got them all, love them all. Everything from the 1999 to 2003 and 4. I got all of them, every set, and it's like I love them all, but some of them just weren't great. And it's nice to see them finally getting some love and getting something redone. Yeah, I can say that for a lot of Lego right now, but some stuff I'll pay retail, some I will wait out, um, get my deals. So little that I'm buying from Lego anymore. It's just not worth it. The points don't. They just don't work out to a real discount for me. I have still a lot of them, and I'm still buying a lot with them, but I don't kill myself to get 2 to 5x points. We really haven't seen 5x points on really anything. It's very rare we see 5x. When it's 5x points, it's on something we don't want. Like something they're desperate to move. I mean, 2x points are nice, but still, the Lego points system. It's like the only thing I really like about the points is the stupid little things they con us into spending them on, like the raffles. Slowly, 50 points here, 50 points there, slowly bleeding away is genius move for them. I mean, we never know who wins. They never tell us, and they can just bleed our points dry because some people are dumb. I think what's the max? 10 or 15. I'll do the free ones and I'll buy one, and that's my rule. And that's still, I feel dumb. I feel really dumb for doing this. That going to be weird. It's not. I'm not thrilled with the colors on these some of these pages. 2, 3, 4. So it must be this. So I don't have this in another color there. Yeah, I've seen that with a lot of your online talkers. You'll definitely shop the deals, and I'm definitely that for a lot of stuff. I don't advertise it much anymore. I get a lot of negative feedback when I do a lot of those things, so I keep a lot of that to myself. It used to be my bread and butter. It used to give me a lot of attention. Now it just gets me a lot of negative attention. Yeah, I saw you got the XL15. You bought like, um, yeah, but didn't you buy like four of the XL15s, cheap? I'm still trying to get more of the Galaxy Explorers. I've gotten a few discounted, and I'm still trying to get more discounted. I don't want to. My first one I got full price, and the other ones I've gotten discounted, but I'm still looking to get more. I want to have, well, I technically have three for, so I could build all the variants, but I want to have more. I want that to be my base for maybe doing a large mock. So I want to use just the parts from those sets. Yeah, I saw you had a few more. See, I do watch. Just not as much as or as long as I used to. And when I don't watch, I tend to skip through to you guys are talking about the new parts. And I'll also skip through sometimes the new sets conversation. I like to if I see an interesting photo up, then I'll pause it. All right, what are they saying about this? Get your opinion, get everyone's opinion on it. Okay, this Mission Impossible movie is awesome radio drama. Lots of talking, lots of atmospheric music. This is like listening to the old radio stories on Sunday nights on the radio. Well, I gotta do this twice. Must be another one. Okay. Gray. Into the gray. Okay, now we're going to build the canopies. That's good. Oh, dude, it is a beautiful set. I should showcase it better. I redid the Lego side. This is pretty much the Lego side. And I kind of regret the way I did that whole case because it doesn't, you see more sets, but it doesn't showcase the three beautiful sets I got on display. The Lunar Lander, the Explorer, and that Lego movie house. Um, Instead, I'm showing some of the Comic Con sets and stuff like that. I should rotate them more often. I'm still hoping we see more, much more classic space stuff. The Space City sets, I keep thinking I'll buy the wave or buy the last two waves that have come out, and it's like they're nice, but it doesn't pull at me like seeing the blues and the grays and the trans yellow. It just doesn't. I like that Galaxy Explorer set. I like the color schemes. simple colors of the spacemen with the simple patterns. I still think Lego's leaving money on the table by not giving us a theme full, you know? Give us 5 sets in 1 year. And if it flops, don't do it again. Or even treat it like Brickheads. Give us, 1 or 2 a year in that theme. Because you notice how they spread out the Brickheads. They take something and they put a few of each theme out. They don't go heavy on it because they know that won't necessarily do well. But a few here and there that makes it special. That is smart. Don't saturate the market. Okay. I like some of the Lego Brickheads. I don't have a large collection of them by any means. I probably have a ratio of 10-1 Lego to non-Lego when it comes to Brickheads because there's some interesting stuff put up by other companies, characters and stuff. I think I got Garfield somewhere. And, I got a few weird ones. Nothing I would say is a big deal. Nothing that draws me to it, though. I mean, I need to find an excuse to build the Brickheads I got. Looney Tunes, DuckTales. Those characters I love. I mean, Roadrunner and Coyote. How can you not love that, right? These inverted? Okay, I need 2 inverted. Well, given that the Galaxy, I'm going to put this up here so everyone can see it. Well, given that the Galaxy Explorer was deeply discounted at Walmart because they didn't move too quickly, I'm pretty sure Lego won't dive into a classic space series anytime soon. Well, there's a couple things with that, though, right? It's coming from Walmart, me. There was definitely some saturation, but there's also some distribution issues. That didn't get nearly as widespread as it should have been through our logistics, and that's a shame. But we've changed some of our internal policies where we won't necessarily correct it by sending it back upstream and then redirecting it and spreading it out because there's a cost to that, and it's just easier to discount it local. So if you found like you had 10 in your local store, cut half like a bunch of us did, we just found that to be cheaper and easier because you just do it, click, 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 done, and then when people catch on, they'll grab it. We just find that cheaper and easier than sending it back on the truck. So don't be. You see the stuff in some WalMarts, and that's the thing. It's in some, right? And you see certain sets in some WalMarts where there's just a lot of it is deep discounted. It's not always a case of stuff doesn't sell. Some places just never got their fair allotment. Heck, we get some of those problems even in my warehouse for the .ca. That's not a bad looking piece. I don't know if that's unique to this set, but that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what kind of mock I would use it for, given its profile, but that's why earlier I called it the mouth guard. I find it very reminiscent of a mouth guard. Actually, I kind of like it better upside down. That's a really cool piece. It's kind of funny that they would have me build one side first, though. Ooh. Okay, that is interesting. Nice. So one of these, two of these. See, Lego's funny. Now they just have me pull everything, so I've already done this step once, and it's pretty familiar. I need two of those parts inverted again. Where are they? 1, 2. I still find, like a week and a half ago, I found one Galaxy Explorer deep discounted just popped up, and it's like, it's just weird when they do pop up. But usually on those same excursions, I find other oddities, one-offs. I mean, it's not as fun as it used to be, especially for me in the big city. Lego hunting can be just miserable. Too much competition here. There weren't any sets in my local Walmart store. Yeah, see, there was a lot of that. I got mine off the website and two others from Lego.com. So uh, when the Explorer got discounted, there was, yeah, see, and that's what a lot of people faced, and that's a shame because those who wanted couldn't get it, and then other people were able to profit. But for me, like, that set was probably one of the most desirable sets in a long time. I mean, still looking at it, and I compared to other more expensive sets, like that set impresses me more than that UCS X-wing I just bought. The nostalgia hit on that is so real. Oh, I didn't grab any L plates today. L plate. Okay, that went together nicely. Toys R Us sometimes has the same problem. Um, Certain stores end up with a glut of product. It absolutely gives an impression that something is just not popular, not selling well. The only thing I've seen that's universally sat across the country in all of our stores was video. And as cool as some of those little sets were, especially for parts and printed tiles and stuff, universally across the country, we had a glut. Um, Even on that first wave, and then Lego had commitments to producing more, so we took more in, and you know, we kind of eat that too for a while. I mean, in the end, we still don't lose, even when we deep discount. Our margins are pretty decent, and we actually have a 3-tier profit system where we know for most toys what percentage we're going to sell at full retail, how much we're going to sell at 20% off, and how much we're going to sell approximately at something more deeply discounted. We pretty much don't lose. Despite what people think. It's a great set on its own, but the designer put lots of great Easter eggs in it to punch that nostalgia factor. Really? Now, see, I haven't looked at a single video or review or anything on it, so yeah, that gives me something to look forward to. I need to decide when I'm going to build some classic space because I have that, the Blacktron promos. I've got an instruction, not from BrickLink, from somewhere else I bought it from, where I can take a couple of the Blacktrons and build something cool. Okay, so I missed that step right there. This is the problem when you build online. But anyway, it just builds a larger Blacktron beastie. I've seen some Blacktron mocks. I was never interested in Blacktron, but all of a sudden now, black and red is piquing my interest. I didn't like Lego cheaping out on the red panels and going with the trans clear wedge plates, but when you no longer make a part, I think that was their issue, right? You have to make a reasonable substitute. I just didn't like the way they did it. Come on. David, you're in my little Instagram group, right? Or my messenger group for the live stream. You can come on anytime you want. Although I'm probably gonna just finish this bag. This was not meant to be one of my longer ones. Let's see. I should put that on first. All right. These across the top. I just watched two great Batman things on YouTube. One was like an hour and a half long on all the Batmobiles and the first ever gathering of the actual cars from the TV show to the present. Just awesome listening to the development of all those cars and what they've been through. And then a whole show on Christopher Nolan, on his Batman trilogy and how that came about. And it's like, I love that kind of stuff. I love behind the scenes. After I've seen something, to add context and ooh, that nice big 2x6 panel. Sorry, 6x6. Oh yeah, it's almost 9:40. Okay, so yeah, when I finish this bag, I'm done. I do have work in the morning, unfortunately. 2? 1, 2. I actually don't like doing the build Saturday night anymore, or even my new bricks, because the temptation to stay up late is is very strong. Okay, this is looking cool. I hope this slides. So I'm pretty sure I heard someone talk about the difference in those panels, right? And I know Lego would substitute 3 of the 2x6 tiles. I don't know if I'll bother. I have them anyway. But I guess I see there's definitely color and texture variance. That's, that catches the eye a bit too much. So I get it. I can get why people are not thrilled with that. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a 1x4. I need 2 1x3 tiles. And not that one, but this and this. Oh yeah. Well, a lot of my early streams were 6, 7, 8 hours long. Like a lot of my early streams, and I was cool with it at the time, but it was just like, and I power through, with energy drinks, things. I was starting a lot of those streams at 9, 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night, let's say, and then I'm waking up with the sun, or I'm finishing as the sun comes up. And that just became brutal, not really sustainable. Okay, what? I'm sitting there wondering, how come they're not level? It's like, well, they're not level, that's why. Yeah, I had to learn some self-control. And no matter how fast I build, I still seem to perpetually have 300 plus sets in the backlog. So I'm not getting through it anytime soon. And at the speed I build, I'll still have plenty for retirement. I mean, most of the UCS sets since 2015 are still here unbuilt. So that's a sign right there that I am slow. I'm surprised I would put that piece there. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Okay. This will help finish that off nicely. Let's see. Two each of these. All I hear is little gunshots in my ears from silencers. Yeah, that's a nice piece. I mean, it's almost inspiring me to want to try and do something. Okay, so I feel like, did I miss something there? No. It goes up. I've actually got a nice collection of different canopies and windscreens from over the years. Always with the intention I was going to do some sweet box. One of these days, I'm just going to find a BrickLink store and say, I'm out, and cash out. Let them take it for half of what it's worth just to be done with it. So I'm not the mock builder I was in 2012. Slide rail. All right, let's see. Well, I hope I didn't get that wrong. Okay. I thought about building this with white gloves to reduce the fingerprints, but I just couldn't be bothered. Because if I did for this, I'd have to start doing it for most of them. I'm thinking big, huge spaceship with that one. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, it's definitely, it's a beautiful piece. I just like to see what marries up with it nicely on the edge here. Like they kind of came up with something, but not quite. I like to see what other parts marry to it cleanly, if any. Yeah, I'm going to switch to this one and put that back. There we go. I didn't put a piece on there. That is way over here. Bracket. Wow, Jaden. Been a while, dude. Shazam. Nice to see you, stranger. Dark gray. 2 tiles, 2 plates. We're almost done. Here, let's put that there. Actually, I can put this on now. You should. It kind of warps in just a little. I assume it's going to be better once they're on those rails. Dude, I'm building the biggest Batmobile yet. I did the original Tumbler UCS. I don't have the newest one. I wasn't impressed enough to spend money again, especially since I bought the first one used on a super good deal, like 100 off of what it probably should have. Like it was almost committing theft. I really felt bad. I even offered to take the guy out and buy him lunch that time because it was just such a good deal. It's been pretty cool because I've been able to buy other sets since. Hey, JB. Shazam. So you commenting on the actual old video or on the replays? That's what I'm curious about. And I appreciate it. I do. On the old ones, absolutely. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we got the canopy up. This is probably my last couple parts here. Oh, I hope there's one more step because it looks like, oh no. Now I need to retrace some steps. I see 2 parts that shouldn't be left over. That's going to be tough. Okay, so if this closes cleanly, let's see, little finicky, but there we go. Okay, now though, I need to figure out where I made a mistake. I made it, yeah, it's 700 subs, nice, eh? No, you're closing in, dude. Oh, remember us little people? Okay, those are good, but these 2 concern me. So, can I determine where I messed up? Going backwards. I was enjoying conversing with David. That looks like I goofed. Oh. Okay, well, that was easy. That's why that whole... That's probably why that whole area is not right. Yeah, it's not. Something don't feel right. Yeah. Here, I'm going to take... No, actually, don't do that. That's... Okay. Okay, this is probably... I'm surprised they didn't have us put a piece on there. Ooh. Okay, now let's see if I put this back on without making a royal mess of it. So I'm hoping, let's see. Oh, is that it? Okay. It kind of works. Okay. The 2 sliders help make it move up 1 plate of height. Okay. Not bad. All right, guys. Let's see if I can bring this into frame. There we go. So we're going to shut her down. Look at that. Almost an even hour, 55 minutes. I only want to do one bag, and we got exactly that done. Sweet. I'd like to thank JB Awesome, David, Jaden, long time no see, and everyone else who joined me, Greg, everyone watching on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks for joining me. And I don't know when we'll do the next one. Could be tomorrow night. We'll see. But everyone have a good night. Peace.